Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Today has been one heck of a day. And I'm back exactly where it all started about almost 12 hours later, 11 and a half hours later. And today I got the opportunity to watch some of this. I had it on in my office at work. Smash a like and subscribe button and let me know in the chat what the audio's like. 5x5, 6x9, 8x10, 4x4, 2x2, or 1x1. If you're a troll, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much. You'll probably get triggered, but that's where we're at, right? But Pam Bondi, I believe Pam Bondi set the bar pretty high. I got a poll in the chat. Make sure you go vote. Do you like Pam Bondi? 65% say yes, 31% say no, 5% say they love her. So if you add the 5 and the 5, 64, it's 69. 69% love Pam, 70%. I think I like Pam. I think I like Pam knowing what she's been up against. I think once you realize what the Trump administration has been up against, you have to like this lady. And she gave as good as she got today. She did not fart around. I'm going to try not to cuss tonight. I've been trying not to. I'm going to try. I can't promise anything, but that's what we're going to do. We got 1,000 people watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're streaming on all the platforms, you know, all the real ones. Okay. Pam was great. She took no crap. I don't think she took any crap either. Okay. Let's play this clip and we're going to break this down. If you don't like my opinion, I'm okay with that. Nobody bothers you at your job when you're putting fries in the Happy Meals. So don't bother me at mine. Okay. Let's roll with it. Let's go.
Happening right now on Capitol Hill, the AG Pam Bondi testifying before the House Judiciary Committee. This is one of the more anticipated hearings thus far this year as lawmakers push for more details on high-stakes investigations. Chad Pergram watching and listening live on the Hill now. What has transpired to date, Chad? Hello.
Bill, good morning. Well, as you say, there's a lot going on with this hearing here. Democrats are trying to focus on the Epstein files, but there's some other news today. The Nancy Guthrie investigation, also what happened in El Paso. So when Pam Bondi arrived today, that's where I started my questions. Attorney General, any comment about the investigation of Guthrie? Any update on that right now?
Yeah, I can't talk about that now. Praying for Savannah and her family.
What happened in El Paso? Why did they close off El Paso?
I can't discuss that.
Is that something you don't know about or you just can't discuss?
I can't discuss it.
And what about the Epstein files? A lot of members have been upset about that some of these files have not been fully unredacted. What do you say to that?
We're going to discuss that today.
And they certainly are in the hearing today. Ted Lieu, a Democrat of California, he is the vice chairman of the Democratic caucus, and he gave a little bit of a preview about what might happen during the hearing today.
Then let me say right after this, I'm going to go to Department of Justice and look at the unredacted Epstein files. If any person mentioned in the Epstein files whose name is currently redacted would like to get out in front of this and disclose stuff, they may want to do that before the storm hits.
House Speaker Mike Johnson says he believes the DOJ is complying with the law to release the files.
I am convinced the DOJ is complying with everything they're required to do. We still have a pending report where they will formally explain why some of the redactions are made. But I think it's a good move for them to put the millions of documents in the SCIF so that members can go in and see and verify this for themselves.
Now, they also failed to indict these 6 lawmakers, Democratic lawmakers, who put out this video saying that if you're a member of the military, you don't have to comply with a non-constitutional law. And when I said this, I asked Pam Bondi about this a little bit ago. She deferred to Janine Pirro, who is the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia. Back to you.
Okay, the hearing continues. Chad, thanks. Back to you momentarily with news from there. Thank you.
Okay, so they don't give a lot away there, but there's a lot to talk about. Pam came out swinging, and she didn't take any crap off of anyone. I'm talking no one. Jerry Nadler, Thomas Massey, nobody. Some of you are going to like her. Some of you don't. I don't care. I'm not here to argue with you in the chat. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. You can make all of your own decisions. I'm going to tell you this. If you're here for Nancy Guthrie updates, you're not going to get it because I don't care. There's an entire family missing in Alabama. Roll Tide. That nobody says a damn word about. I'll start caring about Nancy Guthrie. Well, I probably won't ever. I wish her the best. Prayers, thoughts, all that. I'm probably a horrible Christian. But whatever, right? Y'all can call me whatever you want. I don't care. But I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm not here to talk you into anything. I just am here to give my opinion on what I see. Smash a like and subscribe.
Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years? Did you talk about Epstein?
I am reclaiming my time. I'm glad you're asking about Merrick Garland.
You don't get to reclaim
because
time
this
when
is
you don't-
bigger
when
than
you can't-
Watergate.
when I don't answer a question the
This
way you
goes
want.
over 4 administrations. You don't have to go back to Biden. Let's go back to Obama. Let's go back to George Bush. This cover-up spans decades, and you are responsible for this portion of it.
And that's
Now,
where the
I want to know at
transparent-
what point did the FBI and the DOJ decide that Lex Wessner was not a co-conspirator? Because our Epstein Files Transparency Act requires you, please put it back on the screen, please, to release the internal decision about whether to prosecute him or not. And it's not in the files, and it's not in the files for any of these other men.
Time of the gentleman has
Which,
expired.
may she answer?
And he's a hypocrite because he voted against the ban that we were talking about on deep fake AI porn. Only 2 people voted against it, and you were one of them, hypocrite.
Whoo! I love the little dig at the end. I typically have a pocket knife, and she got him right at the end. Hypocrite. What do you think about this? I am not defending anyone, but I am going to tell you right now, we got more viewers than Face the Nation. Well, they suck. I'm going to tell you right now, from my perspective, that just because your name is in these documents doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove anything. And I'm not defending anyone's name that's in there, but a name in a document doesn't prove anything. Thomas Massey could very well get his butt sued off by doing this. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think you have to be very careful with making accusations. That's what you've got to be careful with. Okay. I want to say thank you to Super Chats. Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. $1.99. Thank you, Barbara. J-Rod. When you try not to cuss, you're not being yourself. I get trying to watch large words, but you need to cuss some. That's what I subscribe for. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. When I get riled up, I'm going to just say I'm a sailor. The sailor comes out. But I'm doing my best because I know I'm on the living room TV in a lot of households. There's a lot of families that watch my show. I've got 62% male audience, 38% female audience. You're not here to hear some extra salty veteran cuss. You're here for a little bit of opinion. Now, sometimes I will tie one on. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not perfect. By any level of means, I'm not a perfect human being. But if that's the only reason you're watching is so I get mad, then I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry if that's the only reason you're watching, because I might not fulfill your needs. And you're not going to live vicariously through me because I got a good life. Okay. I believe Pam Bondi has, I want to say she's really come out fighting in some of this. And I'm glad that she got up there and laid it out exactly the way that I expected. I didn't expect this kind of fire. I didn't.
This is what Congressman Liu didn't want to talk about. He didn't want to talk about all the crime that is happening in his state. California refuses to honor detainees because of its dangerous sanctuary city policies. The refusal means California has released 4,561 criminal illegal aliens onto its street. The crimes of these aliens include 31 homicides, 661 assaults, 574 burglaries, 184 robberies, 1,489 dangerous drug offenses, 379 weapons offenses, and 234 sexual predator offenses. That's why they are deflecting. That's why they're trying to talk about the Epstein files. That's currently happening in his home state.
It sounds like, Ted Lieu, you got 4,561 problems and you're trying to deflect. That's what it sounds like to me, guys. I don't know about you. Pam brought some receipts, baby. She brought the receipts. And that's a mic drop. Mary Ann Klein, you're absolutely right. There's a lot of people that don't like Pam, and I haven't figured it out. It's beyond my comprehension as a redneck from Lower Alabama. Thank you, Lady Trucker. She knows how to wipe the floor when it comes to a hypocrite. Love it. Thank you for the $20 super chat. $10 and above, you're going to get a
amen.
Boom shakalaka.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. That goes out to my buddy Benny Johnson. Gave me a shout out on his show. Benny Johnson gave me a shout out. Love it. Thank you so much, Benny. Pam's been okay, but the Jeff E. criticism is deserved. I can't believe how much she screwed it up, especially at the start. EHEF 4868. Here's a question for you, EHEF. Merrick Garland, Bill Barr, Jeff Sessions, Eric Holder. Did they screw it up? Or is Pam cleaning it up? I believe these previous men, ladies in the chat, let me know, ladies. Barr, man. Holder, man. Jeff Sessions, man. What's the other one? Eric Holder, man. I believe the men messed it up, dropped the ball, and now Pam is doing a cleanup. And she's getting blamed for their mess. I mess things up all the time. My wife comes in and cleans it up. I think she's cleaning it up. Do you think she's cleaning it up? Because I believe that. I really believe Pam is cleaning up the mess. And EHEF, feel free, give me a comment in there. Is Pam cleaning up the mess of the previous AGs? I think Kash Patel's doing the same thing. I believe a lot of people did not say a freaking word during the previous administrations. That's just my opinion. But I would love for you to prove me wrong. Okay? I'd love to get your idea on why you think that Pam Bondi is not doing a good job. Let's go here. This is from Loomer Unleashed. If Laura's got you back, she's got you back.
It's my time.
Within 40 minutes, you asked me a question.
You can give
Within
me-
40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
Red-handed, there was one redaction out
Where
of
he's
over
listed as a co-conspirator.
4,700,
Okay.
and we invited
what?
you
Switch
in.
gentlemen.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get. You're a failed politician.
Gentlemen,
You need to
I
get
want
on
you to
these
watch the
matters.
video.
Chairman, please restore his time and remind the witness of the rules
There
here.
is no credible information. None.
Chairman,
What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? I had to turn off something there. I believe Pam held her I think she likes it. I think she's doing a great job. Hey, I've been getting a lot of Ben's short clips on YouTube. Love it. I'm trying to cut some stuff up there. Trying to cut some stuff up there on YouTube so you can get that, right? But I believe Pam she was up against a lot. Up against a lot. Let's see here. So Jeff, I'm going to call you out. The Democrats are the ones on the Jeff list. Who are they to criticize Pam? DTB 420. Thank you very much. Debbie, thank you for the $1.99. That's a beautiful hat, Debbie. Larry Adams, thank you for the $2 super chat. Sin. Just remember, she's working with leftover Obama and Biden teams. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you to recognize that? How dare you to recognize that fact? Is Pam cleaning up the mess of the previous AGs? 90% of you agree with that. 90% of you agree with that. I'm going to say that too. I am going to agree with that. Like I said, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to argue. I don't need to argue with you. Okay? But Pam Bondi came there to defend what's going on and defend the president. That's why Donald Trump picked her as an attorney general. And I think, who do you trust more? Let's just do this for a poll. Let's do this. Who do you trust more? Rhinos, Dems, or Trump? Because, and let's just add that one. No one. You don't trust anybody. You don't trust nobody. Who do you trust more, Rhinos and Dems, Trump, or no one? Because I'm going to tell you who picked Pam Bondi. Donald Trump did. That's who picked Pam Bondi.
I've seen some of the worst violent criminals who were in this country illegally. We both know that. And in Memphis, working hand in hand, I want to stick with Memphis and your mayor and what you discussed, because there have been nearly 6,000 arrests as of February 8th. And I think you agree with this, in your district, and almost 600 gang members. What we found in Memphis, a lot of the gangs are local gangs. But 600 gang members were taken off the streets.
Because I've only 148, I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah.
I thank you for that.
And 148 missing children were recovered by all of us working together, and nearly 1,000 illegal guns were seized as a result of us working together. I've seen some of the worst.
I'm going to tell you right now, even the Democrats, it's all they've got left, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last hurrah for the Democrat Party. This is the last thing they have. And it started out very early in Trump's administration. The first target was Pete Hegseth, remember? Then they went after Stephen Miller. Then they went after Susie Wiles. Then they went after Kristi Noem. Then they went after Rubio. Then they go after Sean Murphy. I think it's Sean Murphy, the transportation guy. They go after RFK Jr. They've gone after Alina Habba. They got rid of her. They have gotten rid of they pick a new target every week, and it's a firing range. The Democrat Party and Republican rhinos, they're like, let's go here. And they just move down the line. If you're in the Trump administration, you can do no right. That's the way it is. And there's a lot of people in there in the chat right now. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just telling you what I've seen. And I used to work for Pete Hegseth. Okay? Used to work for him. He was my boss. And I'm going to tell you right now, What she's doing, in my opinion, I'm not trying to change yours. If Pam Bondi was not doing an outstanding job, 47 would have fired her. He loves firing people. He loves firing people. Ben, I saw a disaster today. General Bondi was bumbling and stumbling. She got a few jabs in, but I was surprised the Dems ate her lunch. Probably needs replaced. MAGA first, I'm going to disagree with you. Thank you for the $10 super chat. You're entitled to your opinion.
How dare you?
Entitled to your opinion anywhere you want to go with, okay? But my opinion, I think she carried her own. The Trump admin is governing from top to bottom with timing. Do not expect Pam or anyone to do anything when you want. Let them cook on their own time. I'm giving that one to you.
How dare you?
$20 super chat. Thank you very much. That's a good point. 10 Orange, Texas. Ben, until I see some arrests and convictions, I will not respect Pam. 10 Orange, you just saw that she said 6,000 arrests. I think there's a number here that you should focus on. 6,000. 6,000. Is that a number that everyone can see there? 6,000. 148 missing children brought back. Do those arrests count? Do the 6,000 count? No, don't count. Oh, okay, gotcha. So those 6,000 don't count. 10 Orange, thank you for the chat. Thank you for the super. You're entitled to your opinion. Not trying to change your mind, but how dare you say that there's no arrest? There's 6,000. 6,000 arrests. Did Merrick Garland do anything close to that? Somebody says not enough. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Some of you will never be convinced, and I'm not trying to continue to convince you. I'm not going to argue with you. It's my show. I don't have to argue. Right. If you want to argue, go to your show. All right. But I think Pam Bondi did a great job. She was a punching bag today. And I don't know if there's another attorney general that would have sat there and done that. Okay? That's just my opinion. My opinion. And my opinion doesn't mean a whole lot. It doesn't mean a whole lot. But there's a lot of other stuff going on that I think a lot of you might not want to recognize because it's not convenient. Okay? It's not convenient. Let's do this. Let's go here. This one might make you uncomfortable.
On that topic.
Because we want to lead the way in the space on that, so we appreciate the help. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back 10 seconds.
Gentleman yields back. We'll recognize the gentleman from Arizona for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a number of UCs.
Gentleman can proceed.
Thank you. Bombshell new docs show Trump called police about Epstein in 2006.
Without objection.
Kamala Harris defends Biden administration decision not to release Epstein files.
Without objection.
Why weren't they released during the Biden administration?
Without objection.
House Democrat Stacey Plaskett exchanged texts with Epstein during 2019 congressional hearing.
Without objection.
New York judge allows Epstein victims' claims against Plaskett to proceed.
Without objection.
Hakeem Jeffries solicited funding from Epstein in 2013 after financier was convicted child sex offender.
Without objection.
Jeffrey Epstein was invited to dim fundraising dinner and to get to know Hakeem Jeffries by firm working with Brooklyn's Barack.
Without objection.
An email from Leslie Groff to Jeffrey Epstein concerning Hakeem Jeffries fundraising. Epstein file says Biden was replaced in 2019, question mark.
Without objection.
Thank you.
The gentleman yields back. The gentleman from.
You heard it there.
On that topic.
Because we want to lead the way in.
You heard it there. Look at this stuff. Trump called police, defends Biden. I mean, who has released more Epstein files? Somebody picked Obama. Obama didn't release any. Trump, Biden, or Obama? Who released all the files? Now, who could have possibly scrubbed the files? Do you think it was possible? This is a hypothetical. Do you think it was possible that the Biden administration went through and scrub the word Biden out of there, because Hunter Biden's name should have been in this. Folks, you have a president that's working for you, but you ESS every day and all you can and get all you can. If things aren't going your way, step up and let's see what you do. Yeah, for all the people that want to criticize Dan Bongino, the FBI is recruiting. They're hiring. For all the people that are, everybody in the chat that's got lawyer degrees, the Attorney General is needing help. Go apply. You remember when you were a 16-year-old kid and you knew everything? And your parents are like, well, leave now. Right? Biden's name is not in the files. Does that tell you anything? Does that say anything for you? Thank you, J-Rod.
How dare you?
Thank you, J-Rod. Trevor, member for 2 years. Thank you, Trevor.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Okay. John Cantrell, Pam has done good, but needs to get ruthless. You can't get ruthless. You have to follow the law. But John, I appreciate the comment and I appreciate the chat. For those that don't know, members on the channel, join the channel as a member. It's 10 cents a day, $3 a month. You get access to a Discord server. By doing so, you help me support a lot of the causes that I get involved in. I help veterans get service dogs. I help feed their service dogs, the ones that can't afford it. And then I also help, my guitar is over there. You can't even see my guitar. I've started sending some guitars to veterans. I sent out a Takamine today, a Takamine, if you know what that is. So if you want to criticize Pam, it's up to you. Now I'm going to show you somebody here that I don't know if I put a lot of faith in, because I think she's got bad taste in men. Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend says Trump groped her in 1993. That's the year I joined the Navy. I don't remember a whole lot from 1993. Says he had his hands all over her hoo-has and her hoo-hoo. She even passed a polygraph, not admissible in court. Polygraphs are not admissible in court. And says Epstein confirmed it happened. Now, do you believe the Democrats? These are the same people defending criminals on a daily basis. These are the same people throwing dildos at police officers. I'm not even going to play this clip because this chick on the left always looks constipated. And I think she's going to poop her pants right there. I think she looks like she's going to drop a deuce. And I don't want to see it. And I don't want to have to flush it. Here's one for you. Caitlin Bennett. This is a gotcha. This is a gotcha.
If I identified as black, would you affirm me in that and call me black?
No,
Why not?
because you're not black.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, if I said I was a man and I said I identify as a man, would you accept that and affirm me in that?
Gotcha. Gotcha. I identify as black all the time. Well, when G-Dub calls in, I'm from Compton, Alabama. I'm from Compton, Alabama. Headed to the barbecues, baby. Headed to the barbecues. Okay. Somebody said Trump likes blondes. I don't know. Gentlemen prefer blondes. Wasn't that a movie? Huh. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, ain't it? We got more evidence here. Congresswoman Sarah Jacobs. Trump is referenced over 38,000 times. Grok confirms President Trump was the Epstein whistleblower in 2005. Right? Here's a picture of Timu Obama, Hakeem Jeffries. I'm more black than Hakeem Jeffries is, right? Having a little wine. It looks like his hand's under the table on something else, right? Who cares what anyone likes? Do your job? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. I do my job. I work 8 hours a day. I love my job. Anybody remember this one? Stacy Plaskett taking text messages from Jeffrey during a congressional hearing. Do you know how many times do you know how many times Jeffrey Epstein went to the White House under the Democrat Party? 17 times in the White House. Do you know how many times he went to the White House under Trump? Big fat 0. And I'll make it into a Q for all of you Q people. Right? All right. That's Caitlin Bennett that called that out. And I love it. But Trump, there's a lot of people that are just going to continue to blame Trump. Right? Let's go here. You want to see some real DEI? Gary McFadden, sheriff in Charlotte, where Irina Zatuska, I think is how her name was said, where she got killed. Listen to this guy. He's a sheriff, 4-star sheriff, 5-star sheriff. He's got one on his chest.
If I were to classify your position as the highest law enforcement officer in the county, would that be a fair description?
That's correct.
Okay. And as such, you made reference earlier that you're a constitutional office. My colleague made reference that there are constitutional divisions amongst responsibilities between us and you. What branch of government do you operate under?
Mecklenburg County.
What branch of government do you operate under, Sheriff?
Constitution of the United States.
Correct. That is what establishes the branches of government. I'm asking which branch you fall under.
Mecklenburg County. I'm a duly sworn Mecklenburg County Sheriff. We answer to the people of Mecklenburg County.
This was not where I was anticipating getting stuck. Are you aware of how many branches of government there are?
No.
Okay. For the sake of debate, I will move on and say there are 3 branches of government: legislative, executive, judicial. Of those 3, which do you believe you fall under?
I believe I fall under the last one.
Would you say it to me?
Judicial.
Okay. You are incorrect, sir. You fall under the executive.
That's the sheriff of Mecklenburg County. There was a song by John Prine, Lord, won't you take me down to Mecklenburg County? That's a song by John Prine for any of you John Prine fans. This is a sheriff that doesn't know the branches of government, including the one he works for. North Carolina, you have problems. If I hear anyone from North Carolina criticizing anyone out of their state, I'm going to refer you to this. Okay? I'm going to refer that one to you. So you might want to start cleaning up your own backyard. The branch done fell? Yeah. Nah, Trump likes blondes. Sin Sin. I see what you did there, Sin Sin. You got blonde hair. I see what you got. I see what you did, Sin Sin. It's okay. Let's go. How about this one? Let's talk a little bit about this. This happened this morning. Apparently the cartels are getting freaky deaky. Freaky deaky on the cartels.
The temporary closure of airspace over El Paso. It's now been lifted. The agency said there is no threat to commercial aviation. All flights will soon resume as normal. This comes hours after flights in and out of El Paso International Airport were closed, with officials citing special security reasons. So this is good news, but the mystery remains. For those people who are heading home from El Paso, maybe you want to turn around or call your local airline.
Do you think the cartels were involved in the reasoning behind closing that airport? I think so. Eric Tate, thank you for being in the chat. I sent Eric a care package. Let's go. I don't want to play Joe Rogan. Let's go here.
On-farm payrolls for January coming in twice expectations at 130,000. 130K, that would be the juiciest going back to April of last year when it was 158. On-farm payrolls for January.
Look at that. Economy added 130,000 jobs in January. Jobs growth doubles expectations. Look at the stock market. Look at the Dow Jones. Look at the NASDAQ, right? That did not happen under the Biden administration. Joe Biden probably couldn't spell DEI. Okay. Now, apparently, the SAVE Act went to the floor this afternoon. There was one lone dissenting vote. One lone dissenting vote. I'll let you all guess who it was. Feel free to guess. Beach Life, member for 20 months. Tell me who you think the lone dissenting vote was on this. Anybody? Anybody? Correct. Thomas Massey. I saw it in there. Masshole. Masshole was the one lone dissenting vote against it. Now, what's his face? Mike Johnson says that he is going to get it across the finish line. Let me go here. Let's see if I can pull this up. Where is this? Oh gosh. Oh God. I don't even want to play that yet. I might trigger a lot of you if I do that. SAVE Act is going to get across the finish line. He says that he's going to get it across there. Here we go. Okay, here we go, right there. Oh, look at this. Massey now changed his vote. I just voted yes on the SAVE Act, which will protect the integrity of our elections, requiring voter ID in every state. I also voted yes on a similar SAVE Act that passed the House in April. It's time for the SAVE Act to take this up. So now Masshole and one Democrat voted yes. I don't know who that will be. I don't know who the one Democrat will be. It's going to be funny to see it. But I'm going to show you what is, I believe that this is the one thing that we need to pass. We have to get this across the finish line. We have to. We want to save our country. Even Mogadishu has voter ID.
So, Mike, what are the odds it passes later today?
Well, Sandra, it should pass, but like many votes these days, it will likely be close. The Save America Act is now being debated on the House floor ahead of an expected vote late today. It would require proof of citizenship to register to vote in federal elections, such as a real ID showing citizenship, a passport, a government-issued photo ID showing U.S. birth, or other government-issued photo ID with a birth certificate or naturalization documents. The House Speaker earlier today sounded upbeat about getting this done.
Now we're going to pass the Save America Act. So it has that same provision of citizenship proof. Now you also have to have a valid photo ID to vote. What a concept.
From the Fox poll last September, 84% say valid photo ID should be required to prove U.S. citizenship before voting. 16% say no, but Democrats in Congress are fighting the legislation.
We don't need any more lectures from Republicans about the sanctity of democracy or why people are losing faith in our democratic institutions. We know why, and we know what this bill is. This is Jim Crow 2.0. Republicans think when fewer Americans vote, they win.
Other key Republicans say those concerns are overblown.
Some say it's too difficult for rural Americans and will lead to voter suppression. I grew up in rural America.
Roll Tide.
But the reality is that Americans use photo IDs every day to carry out basic tasks like opening a bank account, boarding a flight, checking into a hotel, renting a car.
Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer is promising the bill would be dead on arrival in the Senate. That means it could turn out to be a midterm campaign issue this fall.
What do you think? Does it pass the Senate? Do you think it passes the Senate? I'd love to get your opinion on this. It passed the House. Fetterman was not the Democrat vote. Fetterman's a senator, not a congressman. So he wouldn't have voted in the House, but he will get a chance to vote on it in the Senate. Beach Life, thank you very much. Stephanie, thank you very much for becoming a member. I always try to get 5 new members on the channel. Every live stream, I try to get new members. That's what keeps my channel alive. I absolutely rely on memberships. Grab a membership right here. It is 10 cents a day. It's $3 a month is all this is. Okay? That's all it is for a membership. It's going to help a lot. It helps me keep doing what I'm doing. Okay? Uh-oh. Jessica Tarloff just got kicked off of The View. Hold up. Hold up. This could be fiery. Did she really get kicked off of The View? Gutfeld's the wait. What is wait? Whoa. I want if she got kicked off of The View, I need to see this. Oh, here we go. Here we go right here. Apparently, this happened. Let's go.
Nothing you said matters. Every single
Welcome
thing,
back, Greg.
No, everything you said does not matter.
Because
it doesn't. Because everything you mentioned are the consequences of the. Oh, you can go ahead and scoff. How did we get here? Pull back. How did we get here? An open border that let millions in, and you guys didn't give two
Alex
F's
Creddy
about. Okay,
snuck right through that border.
All right. We had dozens of deaths where you didn't say shit. Jocelyn Nungary, Laken Riley, Rachel Morin, Molly Tibbetts. I'm going to just do it because this is just, I can't believe that we're still talking about this stuff. Here's 3 pages of women who have been murdered by illegal aliens in the last 7 or 8 years. The 7 or 8 years that we have been here talking about this and mocked over it. When we showed the embassy, showed the border being overrun and people laughed at us. And now you're here. It's like you're the maid trying to clean up a mess and somebody there is staring at you going, oh, you got to clean it up better. No, you made the mess. This is the Democrat Party's mess that we are trying to clean up. And you're saying, wow, these ICE agents are using terrible language. We don't care. I'm bored by this. I'm absolutely bored by this. I'm bored by the Nazi stuff. I'm bored by the concerned people in the media. They were not concerned when innocent women were raped and murdered. They didn't care about the 50 who died when they were incarcerated under Obama. They didn't care about the 27 or 30 that were shot under Obama. But now they care now. You deserve no attention on this. You deserve no credibility on this. It's actually comical because here's my feeling. It seems like you're ready for another one. You had good, that went for a couple of weeks. You had this guy, went for a week or so. You're going to need a third one. This is what this is about, because this is what creates the motivation for this drama that could have been prevented if you guys just listened to the sensible people. Why is it that the cities that aren't sanctuary aren't having any violence? Why is it that the rate of violence in what's the name of the city? Minneapolis is 5 to 7 times higher than cities that are 3 or 4 times larger? Why is that? You guys are always feigning this performative ignorance since you don't understand things. You never explain your own ignorance. Why is there so much violence in Minneapolis and not in Texas? Well, see, there are different people. There are people who, when they hear an awful crime, when Molly Tibbetts is murdered, they think of their wife, they think of their kids, they think of their sister, they think of their mother. What do Democrats think about? There's a step before they even think about their family. They think, how does it affect my public persona? How does it affect my potential politically? This so that I get instant gratification and empathy. We don't think like that. We don't care. You can call me a monster that's saying all these people are getting deported. I don't care. I don't care about any of this performance anymore, Jessica. It's done. And you know what? Neither does Trump. People are voted for the law. They want the law. If you want to cry about murders and rapists, do it on your own time. Nothing.
Wow. That was an argument. Okay, we got to ban. We've got to ban someone here. We got to ban MAGA first. Ben Kick 6. I can't even say those words. We're gonna flush you. MAGA first. I won't, but thank you. It's okay. Roll Tide. You know what Auburn stands for? The word Auburn. Alabama usually beats us around November. Roll Tide. 17 national championships. Boom shakalaka. That's what I'm talking about. But thank you. A little bit of a thing there. Trevor, thank you very much. $5. New member, Morgan Weaver. Yes. 10 orange. New member, thank you. Shines to God. Love your show. Member for 8 months. Jane or Janine. I'm not going to try to say your last name. I'll butcher it. Thank you for the $20 super chat.
How dare you?
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You guys are the best. Absolutely the best. I'm humbled, even by the damn Auburn guy. We need to make sure the SAVE Act passes. Call your senators and Leader Thune and let them know. Thanks, VB. Love the show. Larry B69. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Members are what keep my channel alive, ladies and gentlemen. Should we call Thune? I have the capability to call people and take phone calls. I don't know if y'all want to call John Thune. Can someone pull up John Thune's phone number in the chat? Pull up Thune's number in the chat. Let me grab something here for the Auburn guy. Here we go. This is a ball given to me by one of the greatest football coaches in the world, Nick Saban and Jalen Hurts. Roll Tide. I was at that national championship game. Roll Tide. Thank you very much. So there you go. For all of the Auburn fans, I'll put that right there. There you go. Roll Tide. Nick Saban. Somebody give me his phone number in there. Somebody got Thune's number for me in the chat. Somebody get Thune's number for me. Ben Dyke's newsletter. Yeah, sign up to the newsletter. If you sign up to the newsletter and that's how I help the veterans get guitars for vets. Thought you were going to say Phil Fulmer. Get the hell out my face. 3,000 phone calls to Thune. Let me get John Thune's phone number real quick. Senator John Thune. I thought somebody would look it up for me in the chat. Senator John Thune. What is his number? Contact. Let's go right here and pull this up. John Thune's. Oh, here we go. There's the number. Washington, D.C. office. We'll call it. Let me call that number right there. Okay. Let's go there. This is what we can do on this. Somebody says call Thune and rip his P word. Somebody said rip his P word. Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Hi, this is Senator John Thune. Thank you for calling my office. If you would like to leave me a message, please press 1. If you would like to hear general information about office locations and services, please. Hi, this is Senator John Thune. Please leave a detailed message containing your name, address, and phone number or email address where we can reach you. I appreciate you calling. We will get back to you as soon as possible.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator John Thune, my name is Ben Dykes. I've got about 3,000 people watching my live stream right now, and we are calling you. It is time for you to put your hands in your back pockets and carry your butt into the Senate and pass the SAVE Act. We want to save America. It is time to win. We are tired of being bullied. We are tired of losing ground to the Democrat Party. Man up. You are on borrowed time. The American people demand the SAVE Act. It is the only way we keep our sovereignty, where we stop illegal criminal migrants from voting in my elections. We are fed up with your complacency and your absolute inept pontificating. Quit being a damn politician and be a patriot. Pass the SAVE Act, dude. Give me a call, 615-475-7864. I'll get you on the show and you can talk some real politics, brother. God bless America. Get some spine, dude. Go get some testosterone. I think you have low T. God bless America. Is that what you wanted? Is that the kind of fire that you demand out of this channel? Because that's the kind of fire I like to get. And I didn't swear. Okay. New member, Larry, thank you so much. Darling Dar, new member. That's what we do here on this channel, guys. We move the ball down the field, Alabama style. I got 2 or 3 more of these Alabama ball. Oh, here's another one. You want another one? There you go. For the Auburn fans in here, this is what a national championship ball looks like. Nick Saban, TJ Yeldon, Amari Cooper. This is what national championships looks like. For all of you that don't know what that looks like, here you go. Okay, take a photo with that. Roll damn Tide. Roll damn Tide. Let me put these over here so the Auburn fans can see those. There we go. I know Auburn fans don't really get to see national championship stuff very often. Man, I don't even know where I'm going to put them all. Yeah, roll Tide. Okay, now let's see here. Let's get back to business. Little station break. Holly, member. Jan Owens, super sticker. Thank you. Don't mess with Texas. I'm a recent joiner. I love your channel. My father and brother were both Navy. God bless America. Thank you, shipmate, for the $10. Let's go with a how dare you. Cola Buds. Thank you very much. Cola Buds. Send me some. Dar Daddy. Great call, boss. How you, gang? What's up? The real KRO. $100 super chat? Okay, $100 super chat's going to get a special. You're going to get a special. You're getting the good one.
And can an amen and a boom shakalaka go right there?
Thank you. That's Reverend Manning. Thank you for the $100 super chat. Real KRO. Great message to Thune. I tried to be respectful. I tried to be passionate. I tried not to insult his ineptness. Thank you. Flood all the tubes, Ben. Thunder sends the brrr. That's a A10 Warthog, I think, right? Ben, clip that phone call to do a short. Voodoo, I think I will. Thank you. We the people must pressure the Senate to pass the SAVE Act. Yes, we should. Sin, so proud of you, Ben. No cussing. I'm trying my best. We're getting on iHeartRadio and Spotify. Guy Hinton became a member. Okay. You know what? I think it's time. I think it's time we raise the bar a little bit. Okay. We're going to raise the bar on this channel. Good friend of mine that I had on the show a couple of weeks back, Andrew Branca. The only real victim of the Epstein matter has been Donald Trump under his abrupt vindication in the past 24 hours, having been a rare real-time informant on Epstein. The president of the United States informed on Epstein. That's exactly right. This is Mayor Zohran Mamdani. He's outraged at the removal of the rainbow pride flag from the Stonewall National Monument. My reply, your religion kills gays. Prove me wrong. They throw them off buildings. Misfit Patriot, good friend of mine. White House intern was removed for following political figures, Thomas Massey and Nick Fuentes. Good, you're fired. Get out. Put your hands in your back pockets and carry your butt right out. ABC just had to read this off. Listen to what ABC had to admit.
This morning, a new document coming to light claims in the mid-2000s, President Trump called police about Jeffrey Epstein. Among the 3 million Epstein files released by the Department of Justice last month is a 4-page FBI report on an interview the Bureau conducted in 2019 with the man believed to be former Palm Beach Police Chief Michael Ryder. Ryder and his detectives began investigating Epstein for human trafficking in 2004. According to the document, Trump called Ryder around that time and said, "Thank goodness you're stopping him. Everyone has known he's been doing this." Ryder also says Trump said he threw Epstein out of his club and he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present and Trump got the hell out of there. The former police chief says Trump told him to focus on Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, saying she is evil.
Did you have any suspicions that he was molesting young women,
No, I
underage
had no
women?
idea.
I had no idea.
Trump has long denied having any knowledge of Epstein's crimes, but Reiter says Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out that they were investigating Epstein.
You know as good as I do right now that ABC hates themselves because they had to put that. Kathy Zimmerman, thank you for becoming a member. Somebody made a comment about Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary. Ben, I watch, I don't text. Thank you, Joyce. Lutnick went to another island, I think St. Kitts. Epstein invited him to the island. He went there with his wife and 4 kids. He walked in, he saw the massage table. He's like, I'm out of here. Do you know why they don't like Lutnick? Do you want me to fill you in on why they don't like Lutnick? I'll tell you. It's very simple. It's very, very simple as to why they don't like Howard Lutnick. He's the Commerce Secretary. And the Commerce Secretary is part of the tariffs against China, part of the tariffs against India, Pakistan, all of this other stuff. All of these countries are putting money into Democrat pockets to get them elected. Mitch McConnell's wife, her dad owns like the largest Chinese shipping company in the world. Remember what I told you? They tried to get rid of Pete, tried to get rid of Tulsi, RFK, all these people that are tearing apart the establishment. Lutnick has been monumental in getting some of our sovereignty back from China. That's why they're trying to discredit Lutnick. He went there with his wife and like 4 kids. You think that's what he went there for? Are you that? I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to insult anybody. But if you're dumb, I'm going to call you dumb. I would lose the respect of my audience if I didn't call you dumb for being dumb. Okay? That's just the way it is. And Lutnick is all about this Somali fraud and putting the tariffs. Here, let's
he opens the doors.
Here we go. Here we go. I'll let you go right here. I found that quick.
He opens the doors and there's a massage table in the middle of the room. And candles all around and stuff. So I ask very insightful, cutting questions. I say to him, massage table in the middle of your house? How often do you have a massage? And he says, every day. And then he gets weirdly close to me.
Ooh.
And he says, and the right kind of massage.
Ooh.
Now my wife is standing here. So she looks at me and I look at her and we say, I'm sorry, we have to go. And we left. And in the 6 or 8 steps it takes to get from his house to my house, my wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again. Really? So I was never in the room with him socially, for business, or even philanthropy. If that guy was there, I wasn't going because he's gross.
Oh.
And so I look back at it as a gift.
Yes.
He gave me a gift.
Yes.
Of avoid. And so, yeah,
So
that's
he
my
was-
story. A one and absolutely done.
There you go. Simple Man in the chat. Does Ben have any, God bless America, do not delete comments. Do not delete comments. I don't want anyone deleting comments. I will, I want to see what he said. Does Ben have any control over these mods anymore? My reply to Simple Man was, what are you whining about? What are you whining about? God bless America. Do not delete any comments. I don't know. No. I don't want that to happen. I want to see what people are saying. Don't put them in a timeout. I don't want that. I will. If anybody times out anybody, leave it to me. Okay. I don't want my moderators timing out anyone. Simple man, I don't know what you want to do. If you're here, go for it. I don't care what you say. Okay. Comments are disappearing. Maybe YouTube. Yeah, I will. God bless America. If you want to stay a mod, and if any of my other mods want to stay mods, you don't delete comments here. There's some other channels that just ratio the comments. I don't care if people disagree with me here. I don't care. And I don't want to be some kind of free speech infringement thing here, okay? I don't want to infringe on people's free speech. Here, let's go here. Steve Bannon. What do you think about Steve Bannon? It appears Steve Bannon and Epstein were plotting to remove DOJ protections. And Steve Bannon was actually proud of this. Text messages reveal the idea of DOJ's Office of Legal Discourse. Epstein's joke about Yoo memos referring to John Yoo's torture stuff, right? Bannon is not our friend anymore. Okay, he's not our friend. Simple man, I would love to know what you said in the chat. I'd love to know why you're whining. I don't know why people come into my chat and whine. I don't know. Trump fired Bannon. You're absolutely right. I know YouTube will remove certain comments if it's a certain bad word. I know that they do that. But my mods, I don't want y'all removing anything, okay? That's not something I feel like you should be doing. Okay, Bannon's a cannon? Yeah, right. Bannon's not a good dude. Not a good dude at all. I want to do this. Let's go. I know a lot of channels on YouTube don't like to interact with their chat. I do. Now we know why he fired Bannon. Absolutely, we know why. Great job. Hell yeah, cutie time is over. You're absolutely right. Give me a call, 615-475-7864. Turn down the audio in the background, or I will hang up on you. It is the one and only warning. One and only warning. I will hang up on you if you don't. Let's go right here. Line 1, kick it off. Good show. Let's talk. What you got?
Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Great. Let's go.
Seems like you woke up this morning on the wrong side of the bed.
Why?
I'm sorry your wife stole the covers.
What are you talking about?
You was kind of really radical this morning. But anyway, let's go to number 2. Did Bad Bunny get a hold of your truck for the halftime show? And we looked at that and says, hey, that's Ben's truck. But no, we know it wasn't.
Are you trying to insult me or what?
No. But I do want to flush at the end because I love your flushing.
You're gone. I don't. Are you trying to insult me? First you say something about me, then you say something about my wife, and then about my truck. What are you doing, dude? Line 2, go right ahead.
And love the show.
Thank
Gary,
you.
North Carolina.
Gary, North Carolina, talk to me. What you got?
Wanted to tell you, what do you tell a woman with one black eye? Nothing. You already told her once. Hey, take care. Love the show.
Is that really a good joke? So I've had 2 retards in a row call in. Somebody talking about abuse to a woman, and then the other one insults me. Okay. All right. There we go. Lines are open. 615-475. Wow. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Let me go ahead and ban that person and ban that person. Okay. Let's go here. Line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Yeah, this is Super Trucker Ray.
Super Trucker Ray.
Do that to me one more time. Once is never enough for old truck driver Ray.
I think we got some transgender people calling in tonight. There we go. Line 3. What do you got? Wow. Okay. Let's go Florida Trucker. What you got? Finally, somebody with some testicles.
Hey, Ben, what's going on?
Living the dream, brother. What you got?
You're batting 1,000 saying it, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got a question about this here debate clause.
Yes, sir.
if I have to listen to Schumer stand up there and tell bald-faced lies another time, I swear I'm going to go down there and punch him.
You know, it's kind of weird that the Democrat Party, I mean, what do you expect though? Whenever you see them throwing dildos at police cars, it's kind of it's kind of to be expected, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's that old attitude you say. You know, they got plenty of experience, right?
I agree.
But why can't we go away with that debate clause?
You know,
it was enacted back in about 2016, something like that.
I agree.
It ain't that old.
I agree. Trucker, I appreciate you, brother. You stay safe. Get home safe. God bless you.
Okay, we're heading back to Norfolk, your favorite place.
That place is a dumpster fire. Take care, buddy. Take care. 615-475-7864. Feel free to call in. Love to talk to you. Even the weirdos. Lines are open. There we go. Let's go. Bobby in Tennessee. What you got, Bobby?
Hey, Ben, you think, we're all going to call John Thune and all these people, these senators and stuff. Do you really think at this point in time it really works? I mean, they're in it for themselves. A lot of them are the grifters for the same power that the Democrats want. I mean, they even defend each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, are we all going to have to be a million man or more march to the Capitol to show our strength? Is that what it's going to take?
Bobby, I want to think that the phone calls are effective. And I will say this, as someone that worked in DC, I worked in DC, and when they walk into their offices and it's got 6,000 voicemails, there is an assistant, there's an intern that goes through and writes down every phone number and listens to every one of them. There is. I know this because I've been there. They listen to every one of them and they put together a list. They do hear these. They do.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, back when I was a kid, and yes, I was a kid, and even though I was the ugly stepchild at the end of the table across from you.
Well, you sound retarded, so there you go.
Thanks. Well, you know, we're stepbrothers. You probably are too. So here you go. When I was a kid, I used to think that, say, the state of Tennessee, right? You could only donate if you lived in the state of your representative.
Not anymore. That's
and it used to be that way.
Yeah. Bobby, I'm going to let you go. I got the lines
where the
full, brother.
All right, brother. You have a good night, okay?
God bless you, Bobby. Bobby, Tennessee. Great call. Bobby, Tennessee. Great call. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Let's go here. Line 3. What you got?
And what's up? This is Trucker John from California. I'm in Fallon, Nevada right now. Going to deliver a load, listening to you like I do every day. And then tomorrow we're heading over to Sierra Army Depot to get a tank to go to Alabama. Roll Tide, baby.
You're headed to Fort Rucker. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'm going to grab this other call, sir.
Hey, I love you, Ben. Thank you.
Take care. Line 3. What do you got, line 3?
How you doing there, Ben?
Living the dream.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that until we get all these leftist, Marxist, socialists out of our country, out of our government, it's going to be we the people are going to have a front row seat to a shit show. And until that's accomplished, I don't think that it's going to pan out for us.
Well, I appreciate your call, and I hope we do make some changes. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
God
so
bless
do
you. God bless you. Somebody said, can we give Scott Pressler a shout out? Give a flush for the weirdos? Yeah, I think there needs to be some weirdos. We had a weirdo this morning, too. We had a weirdo. We had Travis call in this morning. Line 3. What do we got, line 3?
Hey, Ben, this is Ed from Joplin, Missouri.
What do you got, brother?
Yeah, I got it. I'm also an Air Force veteran.
Okay, thank you for your service.
Thank you. What I'm looking at is, I believe we will have a civil war.
A real civil war?
Yes.
Why do you believe that?
Why do I believe that? Because I know some veterans and other people around there getting tired of this. They're getting pushed in a corner. I think what happened is, I don't think nobody will ever assassinate Trump, because that'd be really a major war then.
But
and I think they would go, right. I think they could really go after like J.D. Vance and his group. more than anybody.
Okay.
And then also, go ahead, sir.
I don't believe that we will ever have a physical civil war. I don't believe so. But I appreciate you calling. I hope that we don't. I hope that we don't. Oh, yeah, we had a call this morning from this guy named Travis in Oregon. He got up at 4:30 in the morning to watch my show. I want to say thank you, Travis. I really appreciate you calling in at 4:30 in the morning at your time. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Let's go right here. Talk to me, line 3. What do you got, line 3?
What's going on, my man Ben? This is J-Rod. Hey, brother, I don't want to get off topic or whatever, but I've got a guitar my dad gave me, and I'm not a guitar player. My fingers ain't going to never let me play.
Okay.
I need to get in touch with you somehow about getting this guitar to a veteran, whether I have to mail it to them or...
J-Rod, you're in
whatever I gotta
Alabama,
do.
aren't you? You're in Alabama?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've got your number here. Let me do some asking around, see if I can find a vet close by. What part of Alabama are you in, J-Rod?
Rogersville. I'm up here top north between Florence and Athens.
Gotcha. Let me do some asking around, see what I got. I've got a lot of good veterans all over the United States that I'm trying to help get guitars to. J-Rod, I got your number. God bless you. Roll damn Tide. Did you see them Alabama footballs I put up there for the Auburn fans? Because they haven't seen any.
I'm jealous.
They haven't seen a national championship football before. They haven't seen one.
Man, yeah, I hear you, man. I'm jealous of how you get one, but
I'll tell you how I got
glad
one.
You got it, bro.
J-Rod, I'll tell you how I got it. And everybody in the chat, a really good friend of mine's son wanted to go in the Naval Academy. I helped get him an appointment to the Naval Academy. My friend's son, or my friend, works in the athletic department at the University of Alabama. He got me a behind the scenes tour. He got me in the locker room. I went in Nick Saban's office. I gave Nick a challenge coin. I got a ball, all that kind of stuff. So there you go.
That's good to know good people, brother.
You know, and it was really nice helping a young man go to the Naval Academy. That was the most important thing.
Yeah, that's bigger than the ball or anything.
Absolutely.
That's the main thing.
And I got to watch an Alabama Arkansas game from the sideline at Bryant-Denny Stadium. So that was even better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Man.
And I got drunk as a monkey at the Alabama Slammer, at the Rammer Jammer.
I hear you.
I got drunk as a monkey. I don't remember a whole lot, but you take care. God bless you, sir. Thank you, J-Rod.
Hey, you got my number.
I got
my
it.
number. Let me know something, because it's a nice guitar. I don't know what brand it is. It's black. It's nice.
I'll send you a
Got
message.
case.
Send me a picture. We'll get it hooked up. God bless you, J-Rod. J-Rod, Roll Damn Tide, Alabama. That's what we do here. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free. Let's go line 5. What do we got, line 5?
This is Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
All right, there we go. We'll hang up on that criminal too. Okay. Let's go there. We've got an Arkansas caller here. What do you got, Arkansas?
Hey, Ben, this is Rick near the Buffalo River. I've called you a couple times before.
How you
Just
doing,
want to
brother?
put something out there back to the Epstein saga.
Yeah.
By doing it the way they've done, I know a lot of us have been frustrated that we're not seeing enough quick enough, but we get so inundated with so much.
Yeah.
But by doing it the way they're doing it, we've got all these guys on the internet and everything, and even the news people are starting to do it now. They're actually going through it page by page, trying to find something, and they're finding stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't like what they're finding, but it's actually drawing attention that would not go to it otherwise.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. It's really interesting that Donald Trump is the only person that could get the Democrats interested in justice for Epstein. He's the only person who can do. If Donald Trump told them oxygen was good for them, the Democrats would hold their breath. Thank you for calling. Appreciate your take, brother. God bless you. I need to get together with you over on the Buffalo River. If you didn't know, Buffalo River is the only national river in the United States. Let's go here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2? Nope.
Hey, this is
Turn the audio
George
down
from-
in the background. I should hang up on you already. What do you got?
That's my son in the background. Hey, this is George from Wisconsin, the Chiefs Way on YouTube. I just wanted to call and say that I spent 12 years in Norfolk. Norfolk was the bomb.
Norfolk's a dirt hole. It's one of the few Navy bases you can get mugged on base.
Well, maybe now, but not back in the day.
Thank you for
But,
calling, sir. Line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Hey, Thunder AM, you online, sir. How you doing tonight?
Amazing. Talk to me. What would you like to say?
We were on the subject of would a civil war actually really happen in the United States?
Do you think it
And
would?
over the last, I am surprised that each time we seem to be making, as MAGA, that we make a victory, we attain a victory, cross a hurdle, whatever you want to call it. It surprises me how much more they come out like demons, and we've got to find a way to get on top of this media apparatus, because I think we might reach a frustration point where no matter how many wins we get, we're battling perception on this. And
well, the
it just
Democrat
doesn't
Party
seem like
would
we're able to
love
catch our
nothing
breath.
more. The Democrat Party loves nothing more. And I say Democrat, I also mean the news media. They're complicit. They're one and the same. They love nothing more than conflict. And they like conflict within MAGA. Think about this. How much damage has Candace Owens done to the conservative movement and MAGA? She has done billions and billions and billions of dollars of damage to the Trump campaign. She's done more damage than the Democrat Party could do, and it's under the guise of I'm just asking questions. Thank you for your call. I appreciate you. God bless you, sir. God bless you. Let's go here. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Let's go right here. Line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Hey, Ben. So first of all, I love your show. Called you a bunch of times. You're a
Thank you,
great
sir.
dude. Appreciate everything you do. So I'll get right to it. So there's a lot of talk about, civil war and why it's bad and this and that. I just want to know from someone who served, why is civil war bad? I want to stick around for your answer, and I have a rebuttal possibly. I just want to hear what you have to say. Why is it so bad? We've had one before and it worked out.
I'm going to tell you right now, I had a conversation like this exact same thing today over lunch. I went to Smitty's Garage in Fayetteville today. Good friend of mine. His name's Guyman. He's a former Air Force fighter pilot. We were literally talking about this today. Abraham Lincoln is responsible for millions of dead Americans because he basically encouraged, incited, invoked the Civil War to start. If he would have waited, there were already enough people that realized that slavery was bad and they were actually getting away from slavery. The first Republican or first black congressperson was a Republican in like 1880. The first black Democrat congressman was like 1960. So go work that one out. So we were 80 years ahead. Abraham Lincoln almost encouraged the Civil War, where if we would have waited, I believe we would have saved millions of American lives, millions. And I believe the same people saying they want civil war will not get up off of their couch and go vote after they watched Charlie Kirk get shot in the neck. They will sit at home and they'll share memes on their phones. What say you?
Well, I mean that, and I appreciate the information on that, but I think we're in a different situation right now. We're fighting against communism and the woke mind virus, and these people are sick in the head. I mean, I think the only cure for someone who's sick in the head is some lead.
Do you have any family members that are do you have any family members that hate Trump?
No.
You have any friends that hate Trump?
No, I don't hang out with people like that. I hate them.
If there's someone
know?
in the chat that has a friend or a family member, when you talk about civil war, you are talking about taking someone's life for their political opinion. That's a hard
these
thing to do.
people, well, it's not their opinion, though. These people that are literally trying to take over the country and bring in all the Muslim crap and the woke mind virus crap. I mean, they literally do want to take away our rights, where they're saying that's what we're doing to them. Look what happened to London. Look at the people over there. Look what they're going through and what they're dealing with. I think a civil war would have stopped that. And honestly, I think we have a society of people that are gangrenous. And the only way to get rid of that is to cut it off and get rid of it. It's better for the country. I honestly think civil war is a good thing, and I want us to have one. I really want us to have one, because I think it would cure a lot of problems, because like I said, there's no cure for these sick in the head, woke mind virus zombies walking around, except for lead.
What part of the country do you live in?
Michigan.
You live in Michigan, and you're saying you don't know any Democrats.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't know any. I just don't have any friends that are.
Okay.
I don't hang out with people like that, because it's like hanging around with somebody that has COVID. Why would I want to catch it? I mean, you don't hang out with sick people and make them well because you're well. They can only make you sick.
Okay. I
Your
respect
health
the
is not gonna
opinion.
affect that.
I pray that it doesn't come to a civil war. I will say this. I will say this. I will protect what I have, but I pray that it doesn't come to that. I'm not for it. I'm not against it. I just hope that it doesn't come to that, because I've said before, the people that are out protesting, the people with the nose rings and the blue hair throwing dildos at police cars, do not understand what real country redneck violence is. They don't know what it is. Thank you for your call. I
think
appreciate
they need
you.
to understand what it is. I do have a message to you from Donald Trump, though. Want to hear it?
Is it suitable for this?
Yes, it's very suitable for you.
Make it quick. Let's go.
You're doing a great job. Love your show.
Thank you very much.
Watching.
Appreciate you. God bless you. God bless you. I hope it doesn't come to a civil war. I got a package in the mail today from England. Good friend of mine, David Arkwell, sent me a pint glass of one of my favorite beers, Tribute Cornish Ale. I got some other stuff. I got some dog treats here. He's not around. Okay, so I could say that word. Sent me some McVitie's biscuits from England. Got a nice card here from, I forget who sent the card. Moonshine. Thank you very much, Moonshine. I did get something weird. I got some kind of like conspiracy theory, like Ted Kaczynski type of letter. Do y'all want to see this? Type 1 for yes if you want to see the Ted Kaczynski letter that I got. Let me know. And you're right. Somebody said war sucks. People that have been to war are the ones that want to go to war least, right? Let's do this. I got this letter from a dude named David Miller. This is the actual envelope. It's got all this stuff taped on there. It's got some kind of like court case there. And then there's about 10 pages of court documents. I mean, this is some like Ted Kaczynski level crap, right? With court documents. And I don't know why you sent me this. I have no idea why you would send me United States District Court, Southern District, David Miller versus Lorna Schofield. I don't know why you would send me this. This is some beautiful mind level shit. I don't know why you sent it to me. Number one, I had to cut the envelope open with a pair of scissors because it was taped shut. Don't send me this kind of crap. I don't care enough about your court case. I don't know. I didn't even take time to read it. It looked like some Ted Kaczynski level drama. But thank you for watching. Ben, you're in the big leagues if Benny's complimenting you. I don't know about that. I'm not in the big leagues. Benny is the big league. New member lines are open 615-475-7864. There we go. Sally Burton, new member. Who do we got here? I find it interesting. Okay, there we go. Line 2. What do you got, line 2?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from the Bing Bango in Manhattan over here.
Manhattan.
I just wanted to tell you, the Civil War is real. It's here.
You think it?
It's here. We're in the beginning stages of it. These people are not playing. I live here. I'm a patriot. Millions of us that live here are proud Americans. We voted Trump. Not everybody here is a liberal maniac.
I agree.
Most of those people are transplants that came from other parts of the country.
Yeah.
It's real. The people that they let in, I live right here in Midtown Manhattan. No other country would ever let these people in. They let in the worst of the worst. These people walk around with ski masks. It don't matter if it's winter, summertime. You know, they walk around in groups. They don't speak English. They rob people. And as soon as the sun goes down, they're robbing people over in Midtown, by Times Square. They don't work. The new ones that came in don't work.
I agree with that.
They hang around. I don't know how they get paid, but they don't work. They hang around all day.
I agree
you
with
see
you
them
on
outside.
that.
Well, they have taken over the government here as well. We have a one-party system in New York, and they control the city council is all foreigners, and if they're not foreigners, they're minorities who are doing work for foreigners, whether mostly illegal immigrants.
Let me ask you this.
Strictly,
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. Now, I've got a really good friend of mine. He's a police officer in New York City, like around 42nd, 44th precinct, whatever that is. Really good friend of mine. He said it. He says that he doesn't. It shocks him whenever he arrests someone that is from America. He said all he arrests are migrants and people that have accents from other countries. Right. That tells me not that the Americans are not breaking the law. It tells me they're not there. And the predominance of criminals are illegals. Would you agree with that?
I don't know about, predominantly criminals here are illegals. Yes.
Yeah, that's sad.
But I don't know about population-wise. Do the illegals outnumber us? No, they don't outnumber us because of Trump, because Trump stopped it.
Yeah.
But we have an astronomical amount. Our prison system is filled with Dominicans. Dominican Republic, they get here very easily. They take a boat to Puerto Rico, steal somebody's ID in Puerto Rico, come straight over here. These people have a culture of, criminality. They have to have their parade shut down.
Dominican Republic is the Wild West. It's the Wild West. I've been there. It's the Wild West. I really appreciate your calling.
They have control of everything. The courts, the illegals go into court, they commit a crime, the judge will let them out just because they're illegal so they don't get in trouble. It don't matter if they punch an old lady, they don't care. I appreciate you calling. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. No other opportunity would I have where I have a platform where I can talk to someone from Manhattan, where I have people calling in from Compton. I have people calling in from Seattle, Alaska. I really appreciate it. Warms my heart to know that there are people like you, like me, scattered all through this country that I will live and die for my country. And it sounds like you would do the same thing. And I'm going to give you a giant boom shakalaka. Trump comes from. Trump comes from here too.
Absolutely. Thank you for your call, sir. God bless you. God bless America. God bless America, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling extra salty tonight. One thing that bothered me, let's go here. For the people that are like going after Pam Bondi, I want you to go after this because I've said this before. There are hundreds of thousands of children missing, 350,000. They found 148,000. The children that are missing right now are still children. The women that were abused by Jeffrey are now adults. They're now adults. Okay. Thank you for the guitar fund. Guitar fund. Thank you, Ben, for all you do. My 13-year-old daughter has an acoustic and electric guitar teaching herself. App suggestions for her if allowed. Maybell, check out a friend of mine on YouTube. His name is Chaz Music. CHAS. He does online YouTube training and coaching. I take lessons from him myself. Chaz Music. The women that were abused are now adults. I'm not diminishing their abuse, but I think more should be done about this.
I state without reservation that the United States federal government is the world's largest child sex trafficking organization in modern history. The probability that thousands of these UACs are being raped at this very moment is 100%.
UAC is unaccompanied minors. This is JJ Carell. I've had him on the show. I consider him a friend. He's a retired Border Patrol agent, officer or agent. I think agent. He knows what has occurred. And there needs to be more outrage to this, but there's not. Democrats did not give one stack high in transit during the Biden administration. Didn't care. Did not care. You know it as good as I do. And it's because it wasn't cool to care. Trump played them again. Democrats cry and demand they get released. Trump has played them again. Elon says Trump's in the Epstein files. Democrats cry, demand Trump's release of the files so that Trump is exposed. Trump acts like he's against the release. The president signs off on their release. The last drop exonerates Donald Trump, shows how he was an informant to the FBI. Trump played them like I'm trying to learn to play this guitar. I got a Martin 0028 over there. That's what happened. Now, even Nikki Haley is becoming MAGA. Listen to Nikki Haley. Where's she been hiding at?
The issue. Last thing, voter ID. It seems cut and dry to most Republicans. Democrats seem to be fighting it a bit. Where are you on that?
You know, I passed voter ID when it was like not even a thing in South Carolina, because you should always have to show picture ID to vote. But you should also make sure that we have American citizens are the only ones allowed to register to vote. And for every election, everyone should have to show a picture ID. There is no reason people can't prove who they are. I think that goes to the integrity of the elections, and that goes to the trust of the American people.
And do you think Republicans can pull off this midterm win?
I think they absolutely can pull off a midterm win. We need focus on affordability. We need not a lot of noise, but we need action. Congress needs to get to work, and we need to prove why we deserve to be the leading party coming out of the midterms.
Is it weird or she never, like, her teeth always stay together when she talks? The whole time she's talking, she's gritting her teeth. It's weird. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Watch.
Prove why we deserve to be the leading party coming out of the midterms.
Yeah, it's weird.
Governor, Ambassador,
it's weird. Nikki Haley, I'm not a giant fan of Nikki Haley, but a broken clock is right twice a day. And I believe she's right on that. This is coming out. Trump's vindicated again. FBI confirms vote counting irregularities in the Georgia election. Trump was right again. FBI confirms irregularities in the 2020 election. This article came out Tuesday night. Now are you starting to understand the dominoes are falling on the Democrat Party? This is an article from Zero Hedge. They are a Trump-hating organization, and even they post it. Tyler Durden. If you know what movie that's from, you're a good human being. Okay. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Love to talk to you. Winning feels good. It feels damn good. I like winning. Let's see here. If anyone in their everlong right mind that Trump will let a civil war start, you're out of your mind. Most are way too out of shape to even get started. Get real. J-Rod? J-Rod from Alabama might have a damn point here. J-Rod.
Amen.
Boom shakalaka.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
J-Rod might be onto something. I don't think Trump would let a civil war start. He stopped like 9 wars around the world. Do you honestly believe Trump would allow a civil war to start in the United States? Let's do this. Let's put that poll in there. Let's start that poll. Would Trump allow a civil war to happen? Let's go right there. Line 3. What do you got?
Hey, thank you, Ben. I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Today in the hearing with Nikki Haley, Pam Bondi, excuse me.
Sure.
She said about the Dobbs report being leaked.
Okay.
And before it got to the public, she said she could not comment about it. And then 2 seconds later, she responded to the congressman, "Oh, you're talking about the previous administration." No, they did not. What's your opinion on that?
I didn't see that. I was at work. Okay.
Yeah, that was on that congressman towards the end. He was asking the yes or no answers. It was about the third from the last.
Okay. Okay. And she called out the previous administration?
Yes, she said they did not know who leaked it. But when she first answered the question, she said, "I cannot comment about that."
Oh, that's
Only reason
interesting.
they cannot comment about something is under litigation right now. But then she paused and said, "Oh, you're talking about the previous administration."
I see what you mean.
And she said, "No, they didn't."
That's
Know who leaked it.
interesting. So that tells me that they are about to get after somebody.
Absolutely. We don't know what's going on in this administration. We just got to believe in the people we elected, Donald Trump, to put the right people in office and let them do their jobs. And we got to start supporting them.
You know, I think you're 1,000% right. And I believe the frustration that is happening with America right now. The previous administration under Biden, everything was leaked. The news media and everyone knew a lot of what was going on. Under Trump's former administration, he had some bad actors around him that were leaking information. And I think he learned a lot from that first administration from the leaks. And now he has secured a vast majority of the leaks. And a lot of people are frustrated because they're, quote, out of the loop, or they don't know what's going on because they have always been almost like they're privileged. It was like their right to know everything. Is that where you're going with this? I think that's where we're.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
The problem is the previous administration didn't realize they worked for us.
Yeah.
Donald Trump knows one thing that no other politician knows. He works for us, and he's looking out for us. That's why he's putting these people in there that can do their job.
Somebody just gave you a comment in the chat or a compliment. They said he's tightened up the circle. I believe that's exactly right. And you know what? I think if there's one politician in Washington, D.C. that works for the American people, I think you nailed it. I think Donald Trump is the only one that really works for us. I really do.
That's it.
I really do. You know what? I'm going to write your number down here. Will you do me a favor and email me I'm going to add you to the Discord. I'm going to give you a free membership into the Discord. I appreciate your call. What part of Alabama are you in?
Muscle Shoals, the hit recording capital of the world.
Muscle Shoals, you dirty dog. Man, I'll be down in Alabama in May. We always go down to Dauphin Island, go to Panama City. I grew up around the Panhandle. I grew up right on the state line. Esto, Slocum, Hartford. I grew up right around there is where I grew up at.
Know it well. We have to be down there, but I'll be on the road delivering for America.
Oh, you're a
Taking
trucker.
America their supply. Yes.
Well,
I'm proud of it. I just wish I made the money that I did back in the 90s.
Well, I think that's coming
we can't
again.
do it right now with all the illegals.
Do you ever come through Arkansas?
I'm based out of Arkansas. I don't get up there. I'm around Hope.
Hope, Arkansas. Okay. You do me a favor. You've got my number. You text message me. If you're up here in Arkansas, I'll buy you some damn lunch and I'll say roll tide. Take care, brother. God bless you.
Thank you. God
Yes,
bless.
sir. That's a great call, great American. Great call, great American. Thank you very much. That was a pleasure to talk to that gentleman. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Let's see here. I'd love to talk to you. Let's go right here. Line 3. What do you got, line 3? Nope, won't do it. Won't do it. You know why I hung up on you just like everybody else did. Such a positive call. I believe Trump works for the American people. Somebody said, would Trump allow a civil war to happen? 85% say no. Trump has stopped 8 wars around the world. Why would he allow a war here? It's a good point. That's a very solid point. Line 3, what do you got? Line 3, the heavy breathing does not turn me on. You're retarded. Okay. There we go. We got another one. Mamas, take your phones away from your kids. Okay. He tightened up the circle. I think you're absolutely right. Eric, I hope you got your Alabama hat. Let's go. Troll under the bridge. The only troll under the bridge. The one and the only.
Good morning. Good evening, everybody. Oh, geez. Man, Pam Bondi is fighting a war that most of us can't comprehend. She's holding the line almost by herself right now because she's got people that are working from past administrations. There's over 200 liberal judges that are fighting her every turn of the way. And she's throwing punches left and right, knocking these people back. And she's getting a lot done for what we can't see. After today, I'm 100% behind her, and I'll fight for her if I got to.
I am
She's
behind her.
awesome.
It is so interesting to see what she's up against. The same Democrats that are yelling at her, always remember, the liberals yelling at her are throwing dildos at police officers. That explains everything. That explains it all. Troll, thank you for your call. Troll, thank you for your call. I'm going to give you boom shakalaka.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
We got some. Do we have any trolls in the chat? If you post their names, I'll ban them. I need to ban some trolls. I need to ban some trolls. Feel free. Love to talk to you. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Give me a call. Line 1, we're at the top of the scoreboard. What do you got?
Hey, what's up, Ben?
Yes, sir.
I just thought it was quite amusing, that guy to say, oh, they know we're patriots are out of shape and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. These people that want a civil war with us, those are the ones that sat in the gym and the bleachers picking their boogers and popping their zits while guys like me and you were getting hit in the face with a dodgeball, okay? These veterans, they can live, eat off the land, and there's so many retired veterans will kill their ass. These little shits have no idea what they're asking for. So
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying, brother? I mean,
I think the people that want war the least have been to war. That's what I think.
And I feel, I mean, to cut you off was like, well, they're walking around with a latte in one hand and an FI sign in the other, virtue insignia, over this past 4 years while these people saw this country going downhill. You and I know what patriots were doing while they were marching. You know exactly what we were doing. And I say, bring it. I don't want it, but maybe it's time for the ass kicking your two mommies never gave you.
I'll
That's
tell
all,
you
brother.
this.
I'll let you go.
No. Hold on.
And
Hold
you
on.
have a blessed day. I love your show, my man.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
I believe when we were so focused on bullying in schools, when we were like, get rid of the bullies, that's when we got all the wussies in school. I believe we need to bring back some bullies because bullies
and they also
taught
need
you
to
how
see
to
someone
fight.
can stand up and kick the bully's ass too.
That's exactly right. It's not that I supported the bully, but what I think is the bully represented real bad guys. And when you get rid of real bad guys, everybody gets comfortable and everybody gets a trophy and everybody gets a tampon in the men's room. You know what I mean?
Well said once again, my friend.
That's what I think. And I'll say this.
No, you're right. Spot on.
I drive an old pickup truck. I drive an old Ford. I drive a 51-year-old pickup truck.
Oh, Jesus. I had a Ranger.
It's got a bench seat, right? I believe when we got rid of bench seats in vehicles, the rise in the alphabet people went up and the birth rate went down. Because I believe I'm here because of a bench seat. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my child was conceived during the MTV Headbangers Ball days. So
No, you want to. Oh, you're going to love this. Adam Curry, Headbangers Ball. You know him, right?
Sure.
He's a good friend of mine.
No, he's good, too. I know some people. I used to be a touring technician, so I kind of know all these metal bands.
And the guy that gave me this microphone is Willie Nelson's sound engineer. He got me
from Rush Limbaugh, right?
From Rush. Yeah, absolutely.
Show,
me and Adam Curry went to a Trump rally, and
that's awesome.
Adam may have brought some left-handed cigarettes. I did not inhale. Okay, there you go.
Hey, we're all big kids, man. It stays amongst the brothers.
God bless you. Where are you calling from? What part of the country?
I'm calling from Wisconsin, and I love talking to you, and we all support you and love you so much, and thank you so much for what you're doing, my brother.
I got really drunk one night in New Berlin, Wisconsin, drinking old style.
Right outside of Milwaukee.
Drinking old style. Worst hangover I had in my life.
You're drinking an Chicago beer in Wisconsin? You're lucky they didn't kick you out.
And then there was another beer. Oh, man, I can't remember. I was up there with a bunch of National Guard guys. You take care, brother. I'll be good.
I love you. We'll talk to you soon, my man.
You. All right,
Bye-bye.
there we go. Great call. I love talking to people that understand what the heck is going on. And there's a lot of people that do not understand what is really occurring. Just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I don't care. But there's a lot of people that don't understand what's really happening. You want to see my pickup truck? Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Here's my old pickup truck. This is my old Ford F-100. Four on the floor, 302, and one head turner. Chevy drivers, eat your heart out, baby. Eat your heart out. You can take that bow tie, and that's dual exhaust with some Hedman headers. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Love to talk to you. When's the raffle? I went seafoam. Oh, you mean that stuff you put in there? Let's go here. Line 3. What do you got, line 3?
This is a Chevy driver.
You
But I
dirty
wanted to point
dog.
out to you.
You dirty dog.
Yeah, that's all beside the point. At least you drive an American-made truck, thank God. Your mayor up there in Baltimore says his great-grandparents had to run from the KKK.
That's right. That's apparently what happened.
Yeah, well, you need to point out to him that the KKK was started and enforced by the Democrats.
That's the governor of Maryland, Wes Moore. Brother, I appreciate you calling. It's been a long time.
That's not all. He also needs to remind Chuck Schumer that Jim Crow thing, that was all done by the Democrats.
You're absolutely right. They love criminals. Take care, brother. God bless you. Chevy driver. He's a little slow. It's okay. It's got that 275 air conditioning in it. No, actually, my Ford came factory with AC. Also cruise control. So suck it. Let's see here. Tom Moscar. My Chevy will take that truck any day. Harriet Tubman's A Fairy Tale. Okay. Huh. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Love to talk to you. Feel free to call in. Love to get your opinion. I might not agree with it, but I'm happy to hear it. Thank you for becoming a member there, WW person. Line 3, what do you got?
Hey, Ben, it's Tony from Florida. How are you?
Tony in Florida. I am living the dream. Talk to me, Tony.
Yeah. I was interested going back to earlier, that chick that comes out and says that Trump was groping her and everything like that.
Oh, isn't that funny?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Do they think we're that stupid? They had her, it's like they had her waiting in the wings until he's exonerated. She comes out like the day after, right? She had how many years to say something?
That's right.
Give me a break.
Since 93.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's another BS to just keep the distraction going.
I agree with you 1,000 freaking %. Tony, you're a good human being, a good patriot. Thank you for calling. God bless you. God bless Tony down there in Florida. I got something for you. I got one for you. Y'all want to stir up the algorithm? You want to stir up the algorithm? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no. We're about to trigger the algo. For all the trolls in the chat, here we go. Trolls, get ready. Pepper your anus.
Liberalville in America today. The cops are guilty. The cops are the problem. Just like in American foreign policy, the United States is the problem, not the solution. The cops are the problem. They're not the solution. Black Lives Matter exists on the premise that cops are white racist pigs murdering random innocent African Americans. And there isn't a liberal politician in this country that doesn't join that refrain. But if you understand liberalism, if you just listen to these people, what more do you have to hear them go after all these so-called murdering cops who randomly murder innocent African Americans? It's not going to take long if there's no pushback to that. Before citizens are going to get the idea that the cops are the problem and that the people that run cities and states are also going to see the cops as a problem. You have your average New York City crime-ridden neighborhood. You throw a cop in there, and that's what destabilizes the neighborhood as far as de Blasio and people who think like him. Leave the neighborhood alone. Those people have their own culture. They've got their own life. The crime they're committing against each other, screw you. De Blasio even talks about raising his son to be afraid of the cops, and he's the mayor. His wife is African-American, so his son is a person of color, and he often tells people how he has to talk to his kid to be on the lookout for the cops, be on the lookout for the people that might intend him harm. They spread this myth. They spread this. They amplify it. They make it much worse than it ever is. So to me, it's really sad, but it's no mystery why the cops would not engage. They're looking at this. They think, okay, some punks are throwing water on us. This is a no-win. Let's get out of here. To engage this, my mayor is probably going to find against me. as the troublemaker and as the provocateur. These people, I'll tell you, their jobs are tough enough. Law enforcement, military, jobs are tough enough without people that employ them or are their bosses come along and portraying them as the problem.
That's one great explanation. Check out my channel sponsor, Chapter 332-867-1305. If you are on Medicare, make sure you're on the right plan. Give them a call. Free. They charge nothing. When I've already saved $180,000 for people on this channel just from you calling. When we get to $500,000, they're going to donate $10,000 to a veterans charity of my choice in your name. I am very tempted to do something. I have something here that I have enjoyed owning. And I think what I have needs a new home. Hold on just a second. Let me see something here. Ben Dyke Show.
Ben, Neil.
Neil, I'm live streaming. You want to jump on?
No, I'm in the car. I'm driving here. I'm just talking to you on speakerphone, but I just met the next U.S. Senator from Minnesota. You got to have him on your show because he's a Navy SEAL.
Send him my information. We will make it happen. Lumberjack Logic calling in.
All right, sounds good.
Send him my information. Neil, appreciate you, brother.
You'll love him. Total America first, man.
Absolutely. Neil Johnson, Lumberjack Logic. Thank you, brother.
All right, talk to you later, friend.
There you go. New senator from Minnesota. Okay. Where was I at? I've got something in my possession that I feel like needs to find a new home. I might raffle it off to raise money for my veteran causes. I've got a book here, a Rush Limbaugh book. See, I told you so. You see this? Right? Can I show you something on the inside that you might find interesting? What do you think about that? Is that something you might be interested in if I raffled it off? An autographed Rush book? Let me show you what else would come with this. These are 2 tickets to the Rush show when he did a live show in New York at Unitel Studios. Those would come with it. The train schedule. The letter that they sent someone with the tickets. In the official Rush Limbaugh envelope. Is this something that you all would like to have an opportunity to win? These are tickets to a live taping of the Rush show. Please arrive at 5 p.m. March the 11th, 1996. Do you see that? Doors close at 5:15. Is that something you would like to see raffled off on the show to raise money for a veterans charity? 1 for yes, 2 for no in the chat. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know how I need to do this, but I want this to go to a home. Hell, this could go to the damn Smithsonian. First edition Rush Limbaugh book, autographed. There's not a thing wrong with this book. I've read it twice. I don't know if I would read it a third time. I would like it to find a new home. Until then, it's going to sit right here on my shelf. But if that is something that you all would be interested in, I would love to raffle it off to raise money for one of these veterans charities. Now do you know why I play a Rush clip every now and then? Do you know why I play a Rush clip every now and then? Does it make sense now? Because I'm a big Rush fan. Okay? That's why. I just want to help the veterans charities that I have. Set up a silent auction with $1,000 minimum. That I don't know what that is worth. I don't know what that book is worth. If somebody could tell me in the chat what that book is worth with the tickets, with the letter, with the envelope, and I would love to set up a silent auction and let everybody have the chance. I think it would be a good idea. I think it would be a good idea. And it would be a great opportunity for me to help my veterans.
Everybody's making
It would be a good opportunity to help my veterans. Let's go here.
Everybody's making immigration proposals these days. Let me add mine to the mix. Call it the Limbaugh laws. First, you immigrate to our country, you have to speak the native language. You have to be a professional or an investor. No unskilled workers allowed. Also, there'll be no special bilingual programs in the schools with the Limbaugh laws, no special ballots for elections, no government business will be conducted in your language. Foreigners will not have the right to vote or hold political office. If you're in our country, you cannot be a burden to taxpayers. You are not entitled to welfare or food stamps or other government goodies. You can come if you invest here, an amount equal to 40,000 times a daily minimum wage. If not, stay home. But if you want to buy land, it'll be restricted. No waterfront, for instance, and as a foreigner, you have to relinquish individual rights to the property. And another thing, you don't have the right to protest. You're allowed no demonstrations, no foreign flag waving, no political organizing, no bad-mouthing our president or his policies. You're a foreigner. Shut your mouth or get out. And if you come here illegally, you're going to jail. Now, you think the Limbaugh laws are harsh? Well, every one of the laws I just mentioned are actual laws of Mexico today. That's how the Mexican government handles immigrants to their country. Yet Mexicans come here illegally and protest in our streets. How do you say double standard in Spanish? How about no mas?
There you go. Guys, gals, I'd love everybody. So many people have asked me what's in this cooler. Can you see the cooler there? What do you think's in the cooler? Anybody in the chat know what's in the cooler? Should I reveal what's in the cooler? Do you want to know? Does anybody want to know what's in the cooler? Body parts? No, it's not body parts. Not body parts. Do you want to know, though? Beer? It's not beer. I got my 30-30 over there in the corner. Here, let's check this out. I'll show you what's in the cooler. It's full of about 3,000 of these things. That's what's in there. It's full of these cigars. That cooler is full of cigars. Ford parts? No. One of the best humidors that you can have is a cooler. Fill it full of Spanish line cedar, some humidity stuff, and cigars. That's what it's full of. There you go. Big shout out tonight. I need some help figuring out how to do this book, but I think the book could really help some veterans more than it helps me sitting on a shelf. Should we do a silent auction? I think that's not a bad idea. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Where's Fred and Daisy? They're outside raising hell right now is what they're doing. They're all over the damn place. They are all over the place tonight. They're crazy. Let's go through some of these super chats here. We got join the channel as a member. If you want to get involved in this book, join the channel. Yeah, there's about 3,000 cigars in there. I plan to smoke every one of them before I die. Lines are open. Let's see here. Let's get through some of these sutures. Google says Rush's book is worth $200 alone. Does that mean if it's autographed with all the stuff as well? Here we go. Civil wars don't start in capitals. They start in the streets. Probably not wrong. $20 from J-Rod. J-Rod, thank you very much. Appreciate that, brother. Guitar Fund, Maybell, thank you. New member, Kenny. I always try to get new members. Raffles Genius, Anthony, thank you so much. Let's see here. Proud Floridian. Find it interesting. All of a sudden, the ex-girlfriend of J.E. comes out the day after DJT. You're absolutely right. You nailed it. You nailed it. New member, Sally Barton. Thank you, Sally. Lay down. Who sang that song? Lay Down, Sally. Can we give Scott Pressler? We did. New member here. Thunder Arm. New member here. There we go. Steve Witkowski. Thank you so much. Ben, get a message to your Senator Tom Cotton. I did. Trust me. I talked to his chief of staff. New member here, Kathy. Guy Hinton. So proud of you, Ben. No cussing. I'm trying. Eric Clapton. Let's see here. I've got an Eric Clapton guitar over there. Big spender tonight. Real KRO. Perfect call to John Thune. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. It really means a lot that I don't come and sit and talk to myself. Steve Witkowski. Thank you so much, Steve. Appreciate you. God bless you. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go. That was the best Rush-All type rant I've ever seen. Rush will be proud. Thank you. I'll catch y'all in the morning. 6:30 a.m. every day. Take care. God bless you. Let me give you a boom shakalaka.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.